Everyone, I'm Brandon Lee, and welcome back as I go through the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. Hey, today we are on law number 8, which is the law of pain. Good management of bad experience leads to great growth. It's a hard chapter. It can be a very positive chapter, but it helps us look at our past pain. But it also helps us establish a strategy for handling pain in the future. The chapter sets it up really well about helping us just understand that everybody has pain. And it's really hard that when we're in a painful time or a season of our lives, it just seems like nobody else ever experiences pain. None of us like pain. I mean, it's not something we want to raise our hand and sign up for. But one part of this chapter I think is very important is how you can make a bad experience into a positive experience, or a bad season of life into something positive moving forward. Outside of this chapter a little bit, we hear things, we see things in nature about pruning. For me, biblically speaking, Jesus used a lot of analogies of pruning. And, we live on an organic walnut farm now, and I get my kids out and we prune trees. And it's a great opportunity to talk about this. I mean, there's times where we have to go through seasons where things get pruned from our lives. And why do you prune? Living in farm country now, I've learned a lot from my family that are farmers about pruning and thinning in order to make bigger, tastier, more colorful fruit in the future. And so pain, seasons of pain are used as these pruning moments. You hear this at weddings a lot when they talk about a ring and how it's made of pure gold. Well, in order to purify gold, it has to come under tremendous heat for the impurities to rise and come out. And then you're left with pure gold, but you need heat to do it. I'm sure you've heard these analogies at various times of your life, but this chapter is really gives us a way of looking at past pain and making sense out of it and using it for our future growth. But it also gives us an opportunity to look at or develop a strategy for handling pain in the future. I think one of the quotes in here, I'm going to pull it up right here, that has a tremendous impact on me, and I think it will for you, is life is not the way it's supposed to be, it's the way it is. The way you cope with it is what makes the difference. And that is a quote from Virginia Satir. And, for me, I have a bunch of notes around it, in that if you know much of my story, I built and sold several companies and had some great financial success. And a lot of my investments, in fact, a majority of my investments were in real estate. And so in 2008, 2009, a lot of our real estate just dropped in value. So we went from having a lot of positive cash flow in various real estate ventures to having to actually write checks to keep the doors open on those investments. And, it was hard, and quite honestly, it sucked. And we had to make a lot of changes in our lives, and it was a painful moment. But I say that with you to say I don't take this chapter lightly. For those that have been through pain, I've been through a lot of it myself, and I understand it. But the law of pain, I think the big value of this is helping you look backwards and make sense and apply it for future looking, as well as giving you a strategy and words to use for, unfortunately, when and if those painful moments come into your life again. So, I would say homework this time is looking backwards and assessing hard seasons of your life. What is it that you went through? How did you handle it? What did you take from it? And what would you do different in moving forward? Hindsight is 20/20. We definitely learn a lot when we look back. So what are things that you would do different, and how can you strategize that for moving forward into your life? Again, I'm Brandon Lee. and we're going through the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. I hope today served you well. I hope it gave you something to think about and to add another nugget into your wisdom of your life. So have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.